All right, so Hassan, you're 14 years old. So yesterday, about 1 o'clock, Arlington police dispatched a domestic that the neighbors call. Parents only speak Arabic. Father said he was in the kitchen. You came up to him, hit him in the stomach. Father picked up a machete to scare you away. Then you left the house wearing only shorts and boxers. So the father followed you. Neighbors saw father with a machete and you in shorts and boxers, so they called the police. At some point, you put your father in a chokehold, but dad said breathing was not affected. Brother pulled you off the father. You began punching your brother and bite him, causing pain. You defended yourself by striking and biting. No, your brother defended himself by striking and biting you. So then you ran outside again. A report says the doctor thinks you may be on the spectrum, but there's no diagnostic tests. Police talked with you and you said you were goofing around with your father. Dad said he never swung or used a machete. I guess there was another family violence case. So this is 2 within 30 days. Father signed a non-prosecution agreement. Okay. Hussein, did the father get arrested?
No.
Okay. Are there other siblings in the house or just you two?
Just us two.
Okay. Oh, and this is your younger brother, correct?
Yes, sir.
So there's question about him being on the autism spectrum. So I have a domestic situation where it seems like the parents aren't really addressing maybe some of the mental needs of this child, but that's a parent decision. I don't think it's abuse or neglect. I see a father who's claiming that there's no injuries or impediment of breathing. Nothing there is the father is the victim, which leaves the brother who has some bites and scratches. You know, in the United States, 9 times out of 10, we have a 14-year-old and a 15-year-old with bites and scratches between 2 brothers. Nobody goes to detention, right?
Since, like you said, it appears that Hussein is the victim in this matter, since the father says he was not hurt and, apparently didn't want to prosecute. I would like to know if they want him to come home.
Mr. Nova, I mean, Mr. Nova, it's weird, right? And your spidey senses are going off. But at the end of the day, if we incarcerated youth, brothers, for having bites and scratches, where would this country be?
Well, Judge, when you were talking a few moments ago about the facts, I had concern about the respondent in this situation, not necessarily the family because of him. So I do have concerns, but they're not, like you're suggesting, typical. I want the respondent to be able to go back to a safe environment also.
I mean, Hussein, I've got to ask you, do you feel safe if Hassan was to come back home?
Yeah, I would feel safe. Nobody's really too worried about him, actually trying to hurt someone. We just want to, get help with his behavior.
When you were reviewing the facts, I had a concern about the machete. That's really where my antenna went up. And I don't know who owns this machete, but it sounds like the dad was using it, if I understood you correctly. And I have a concern for that.
Dad never got arrested. So I'm presuming the police officers who responded found that it was either justified or didn't happen. Or there's no, okay. I mean, they're looking at the PC for ag assault for the father. And if they never did anything, I guess we can only trust our police officers, right? Mm-hmm.